Yo, it's your boy Chicago Motivation in the building. Today, I have a phenomenal show for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about making tough decisions because if you don't make those tough decisions, it'd be hard for you to grow. And if you make those decisions, you can 5, 10, 100x your life, especially with the compound effect of making tough decisions. So today I have 5 points that I want to make when it's regarding the topic of making those tough decisions. And we're going to go over personal tough decisions and professional tough decisions to give an over a good overarching landscape of what the results are when it comes to making tough decisions. After we do those 5, we're gonna do the benediction. We're gonna get up out of here. Hope you, ladies and gentlemen, are having a great day. Please like the stream for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Um, Making those tough decisions. I remember when I first started off in the game, I was a pup, right? And I worked at the flower shop. And at that time, the pay was $8 an hour. Shout out to the one person in the building, man. The pay was $8 an hour, but the minimum wage at the time was $5.50. So I was making above average at the time. So I was making $8 an hour, and um I had it came to me like, man, I'm not making enough money. So I was like, man, I gotta do something about me not making enough money to live the life that I want to live. So I made the tough decision to quit working at the flower shop and go to barber school to become a barber. Now, a lot of times, like if you guys are watching your surroundings, you'll get the clue on or as to what you should do next in life. So I was going to the barber shop every week and I was paying $20 per cut every week. So it was $40. No, it was $80 a month, and it would take the barber 20 minutes, 25 minutes to cut my hair, and he made $20 in 25 minutes, and I was making $8 in 1 hour. He was making $40 in 1 hour. So I was like, man, I can do this. What he's doing, it don't look like it's that hard or and stuff like that, and I can do this, and that's what I did. I saw the contest clue, and I went to barber school. Now, when I was went to barber school, I was like on a trajectory to get that $40 an hour. So I finished school. I quit the flower shop, finished school, and I had to build my clientele from there. But when I built my clientele, I had 3 to 5x my income. I was making at least $25 to $40 an hour from $8 an hour because I made the tough decision. Now, when you make a tough decision, that's exactly what it is. It's not an easy decision. It's not something that you don't think long and hard about. It's something that you put a lot of thought into. It's something that you're weighing the pros and cons. It's something that you're going back and forth. It's something that you can possibly lose sleep over. But once you come to the resolve of the thing that you should do, because the the outcome of making a tough decision is always going to be in the favor of you having more plus side or upside to your life. So when I quit the flower shop, I went to barber school. Now, the thing is, when you make that decision, like when I went to barber school, they didn't give me my clientele. I had to work for my clientele. So I had to become more valuable. And that's the thing. Like when you make those decisions, oftentimes it's going to come with some work, you know. So you have to be prepared to do the work to grow into that position, to grow into that phase, to become more valuable. That's what you're doing. You're becoming more valuable. Once you become a lawyer, you might have to, once you go to school to become a lawyer, you might have to fill out a lot of applications. You might have to be under another, you're not coming in a lead attorney and stuff like that. So you have to put in your work after you make that tough decision. So I'm going in chronological order of my life and the tough decisions that I made. So I made a tough decision with the flower shop, with barber school. Then I got married. And on the outside looking in, you be like, man, this is a beautiful family. This is a beautiful marriage. But I was thinking, because my ex-wife, she was doubting me on she really didn't believe in me like I did. And I was like, man, this is a good marriage. This is a good family. It looks good. It feels good. It sounds good. Like, I'm a barber. She's a she's high into education, like a principal and stuff like that. It sounds good, but it wasn't great. You know what I mean? And a lot of times people settle for good when they should be going for great in life, because we only get one life. We only get one opportunity. So why settle for good? And I was like, damn, I was going back and forth. I'm like, man, this is good, but it wasn't great. So I had to make that tough decision to get a divorce because she didn't believe in me. That's the long story short. It was a few more details in there, but it all boiled down to her not believing in me. So she wanted me to get a job, so I wouldn't be living my best life right now if I would have stayed in that situation. So I believed in myself. So I had to make that tough decision to get out of that marriage. And it wasn't an easy decision, but it was a great decision that led me to a better place. So I got out of the marriage. Now I was cutting hair for 20 years. And I'm like, man, I should be doing motivational speaking, because I didn't want to work my whole life. I wanted to be able to give back, pour into people. I wanted to be able to make enough money where I could do what I want when I want to do it, and have the time freedom, and not be physically broken down from a job and things like that. I want to be rich, and I want to live and just have a good time in life, you know. So I was like, I need to stop cutting hair because I had put 20 years in. So it came time to where I had to make a decision whether to keep cutting hair or to stop cutting hair. Now, all along, I was working in the background, in the shadows of motivational speaking. I wrote 2 books, started my clothing line, got trademarked. I was working in the background while I was cutting hair. So it got to the point to where it's like, I saved my money. I could either keep cutting hair and spending lots of time cutting hair, or I can make that transition. I can make that tough decision to stop cutting hair. So I made that tough decision to stop cutting hair, and my life increased again. So it increased from the flower shop. It increased from starting cutting hair. It increased from getting out of a marriage that wasn't, working, whatever. It increased from stop cutting hair. So all along, every time I made a tough decision, my life got more and more. I started becoming more and more the best version of myself possible. And that's what you want. That's what everyone should want, aspire to be the best version of themselves, not the compromised version of themselves, not the least version, but the best version. And that best version comes with making tough decisions. So now I'm at a place where I'm chilling, and I've stopped cutting hair. I still have a couple dollars. I'm doing okay. And not fully going as hard as I could with my business as I could. I'm not doing 100%, and there's a reason why. Why am I not going 100%? I'm not going 100% because I'm taking all of these vacations. I've taken at least 10 vacations within the last year and a half. I've spent what they say north of $50,000 on vacations in the last 2 years. So I've been in a lifestyle of just getting on the plane and going to the beach and having a good time in life. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I haven't been investing that same $50,000 into my business, in which I stopped cutting hair. Now it's like, please like the stream. It's like, shit. It's like, are you going to keep going on vacations and say that you're living your best life, or are you going to take that money and focus in on your business? What decision am I going to make for my future? And this is probably the toughest decision that I've ever made. It sounds good, right? This is one of the toughest decisions I made. I don't think it's no tough decision tougher than another. Like, they've all been good toward my growth in life, but like not taking this vacation, and I'm like, man, I have became like a vacation snob. Like, I was like, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? It became part of my life. So I had to make the decision to um find out what am I doing in life? What am I where am I going in life? What do I want out of life? So I stopped the vacations. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm not going on the vacation that I was going to go on May 6th. And yesterday I was thinking, I'm like, man, who am I? What am I doing? And things like that, because like I had been so used to taking vacations. But it's a piece that I want to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, about your identity. But the thing about tough decisions is a lot of people say, oh, life is going to work itself out, or God is going to come through. And although that may be true sometimes, but one thing I know, two things for certain is, if you want to experience growth in life, it's going to come at a price of you making this decision over this decision. You have fork in the road decisions a lot of times in life. Should I go this way? Should I go this way? Should I stay in Chicago? Should I move out? Should I go? Should I pay? Should I get this car note? Should I buy my car cash? Should I send my kid to private school? Should I send my kid to public school? You have these decisions that you have to make, but the decisions have to be in your best interest. And God is not going to make those decisions for us. It's not just going to work out for us. We have to make those decisions to put ourselves in a better position in life. We have to make those tough decisions to put ourselves in a better quality of life. And oftentimes it's going to come with work. It's going to come with sacrifice. It's going to come with its set of, it's going to come with making tough decisions. So can you make a tough decision to change your life? I can. I've proven that I can. I've made tough decision after tough decisions. And I have my list right here. And if I could say, like, how often do I make tough decisions? I could say probably like once every 7 years, I have to make a real tough decision. So get ready to make tough decisions if you want to grow and succeed in life, because life is not just going to fall in your lap. The best things of life are not just going to fall in your lap. You're going to have to make your decisions to put yourself in places and in rooms where you belong, but you're going to have to make a tough decision. Do you want to live in the hood, or do you want to live in a nice neighborhood? The hood is cheaper. The nice neighborhood is more expensive. Like, what decision are you going to make? The pros and cons of your life is what your life is all about. So that's my soliloquy on that. But let me go back, and I'm going to share a little bit of what I've learned since I stopped taking all these vacations. And it's only been 24 hours, but I've learned so much. So I was so used to putting all of my money into vacations. And now that I'm not going on vacation, I made the tough decision to not to. I have this money like a little reserve. I got a little petty cash or whatever, right? So I'm like, what am I going to do with this money? And I ain't gonna lie to you, like I felt so out of place because I don't feel like we should just work to work. I feel like you should work to have a purpose. And part of my purpose in life was taking these trips. So now I'm not taking these trips. I'm like, what am I working for? So I had to sit back and think. And what came to me is like, I'm 42 years old. I'm like, I want more power and I want more power out of life. Like, I want to be strong. Like, I don't want to be weak. I don't want to be not in the game of life. I don't want to be just a mediocre player in America, in the world. I want to be a powerful person, you know? So I like, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be powerful. So when I ask myself, like, who am I or what do I want to be? That came to me. So you can ask yourself that and you can get some answers from that. And from there, it can just mutate and mutate and mutate till you put yourself in a good headspace. So I'm like, I want more power. How do you get more power? I said, I have money now. I want to start going to Chamber of Commerce meetings. I want to that's like on the political side. I want to start going out to dinner with notable people around town. I want to just be in the not in the in crowd, but I want to know the people I want to roll with the movers and shakers. I want to go to upscale gyms where the movers and shakers are. I want to be where the people that got some power is at. You know what I'm saying? And that's what came to me from me not taking all these vacations. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I made that tough decision. And you like I said, tough decisions don't come without its struggles of thought, struggles of restlessness, struggles of stress and worry. You know what I mean? So, but it has always been worth it to me to make those tough decisions, and I hope it is worth it to you, ladies and gentlemen, to make those tough decisions for yourself because God ain't just gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna just fall into your lap. You have to make tough decisions to put yourself in a better position in life. So that's my soliloquy. I preach. Make sure you guys like the stream, and I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with me. Make sure you like the stream. Thank you so much.